Gadget World for the best technical advice.
So guys, welcome to the all-new interesting episode of Gadget World for the best technical advice. The first gadget that we are going to take from our kitty is from the Galaxy series of one of the well-known Korean brand, Samsung, and that is Samsung Galaxy J1. Well, Samsung is introducing the first of the kind of series with the J series, and the first smartphone in it is Samsung Galaxy J1, and it's pretty much of an affordable model. Now let's have a quick tour on what are the interesting specifications that this smartphone has got to offer for the users. So here's the latest gadget from the first latest series from the Korean flagship model of Samsung, that is the J series, and that is Samsung Galaxy J1. So let's have a quick tour on almost all those hardware and software specifications that this Samsung Galaxy J1 has got to offer for all those users out there. So moving on to the display features of this Samsung Galaxy J1, well, it comes in a display size of about 4.3-inch display. Well, we are pretty much used to all those huge smartphones being launched by Samsung so far, especially in its Galaxy series smartphones, and here the J series is showing a difference with its almost mediocre kind of specifications in a mediocre kind of range that's been offered from this Korean flagship model Samsung. Well, this Samsung Galaxy J1 runs on an Android 4.4.4 KitKat operating system, and the chipset being used is a Spreadtrum chipset, and alongside it has got a RAM space of about 512 GB of RAM. And more about the storage spaces that this Samsung Galaxy J1 provides, it has got a storage space of about 8 GB, which could be expanded up to a huge 128 GB with the provision of a micro SD card slot. So this Samsung Galaxy J1, as I keep on repeating, is pretty much of a mediocre kind of a smartphone that's been launched for the Korean flagship model Samsung. Well, you just can't simply compare it with all those Samsung, that is Galaxy series smartphone that's been launched by Samsung so far, because it's way far different. All the specifications are pretty much mediocre alongside its price specifications. So about the camera features is also pretty much the same. It has got a rear camera of about 5 megapixels, but it's got almost all those features like geotagging, autofocus, touch face detection, and all those LED flashlight provisions enabled. And alongside to that, it has got a front-facing camera, which is a decent 2 megapixel camera, which helps in capturing good selfies and also providing good video calling experience. So moving on to the battery capacity of this Samsung Galaxy J1, well, it has got a battery capacity of about 1850 mAh. That means it provides a battery space of about that is 10 hours of standby time and 40 hours of music playing on 3G. So moving on to the final verdict of this Samsung Galaxy J1, well, as I have already mentioned, it's the first ever J series smartphone that's been launched by Samsung, and seems like the Samsung is pretty much concentrating on providing all those affordable smartphones in the latest entry level segment with almost all the average specifications. Like sometimes we get to have all those smartphones when it comes in lava, where it is in an affordable price ranging, but at the same time its specifications are pretty much huge or too much that we could afford for this particular rating. But the Samsung, with its affordable price ranging, the specifications are pretty much average when it comes to the screen features. There's the display features, which has got a very standard display feature, and also the camera features are pretty much average with a 5 megapixel rear and 2 megapixel front facing camera, and alongside it has got a battery or normal battery capacity. So with all these features, this Samsung Galaxy J1 is available for the users at a price range of Rs 10,350. The next gadget that we are going to take from our kitty is a wireless Bluetooth speaker from the well-known brand of Bose and Vikings, and that is T7 wireless Bluetooth speaker. Well, it combines about high quality of Bluetooth wireless streaming with a compactable size and also rechargeable convenience, which allows fantastic listening experience for the users. Here we have a yet another Bluetooth speaker from the well-known brand of Bose and Vikings, which is basically known for providing all those interesting and all those very nice audio instruments, and that is T7 wireless Bluetooth speaker. So this Bose and Vikings T7 wireless Bluetooth speaker is pretty much wired and wired at the same time. Yes, wired because it has got a really good performance when it comes compared to the moderate features. That is, when the settings are moderate, that means it doesn't provide much of a satisfactory performance at high volume ratings, but at moderate performance is pretty much good, and the battery life lasts for over 15 hours. So that is all about the wired features that this T7 Bluetooth speaker has got to offer from this Bose and Vikings wireless T7 Bluetooth speaker. Because this T7 wireless Bluetooth speaker tend to be over compressed, and at the same time it is not splash proof, and alongside to that it doesn't provide much of really satisfactory performance for this T7 wireless Bluetooth speaker, which has got a few other disadvantages that we are going to take a quick tour for you guys. It is made jokingly that when compared to the consumer end ratio, this Bose and Vikings has more hits than Beatles. Yes, because in the last half decade, the Bose and Vikings has introduced a lot of audio instruments and gadgets, which has been a big hit in the market so far. And it's between this time that the Bose and Vikings is introducing its T7 wireless Bluetooth speaker. This T7 wireless Bluetooth speaker is not definitely a big failure, but at the same time it's not a big success, because this Bose and Vikings wireless Bluetooth providers have provided a lot of interesting and stunning audio feedbacks in the market so far in the past half decade and more than that. So this introduction of this plasticky kind of a nonsense kind of an approach, that this wireless Bluetooth speaker being launched by this Bose and Vikings is not so satisfactory, and it also at the same time is pretty much a failure when compared to the trend that this flagship model has been launching in the market so far. So that this wireless Bluetooth speaker from Bose and Vikings, that is the T7 Bluetooth speaker, has overcome this disadvantage by providing all those innovative hardware feature into this. So this particular quality from Bose and Vikings has definitely been incorporated from the great trend that this audio instruments brand has been launching in the market so far. But apart from that, the features are pretty much unsatisfactory that the users couldn't carry around with. So moving on to the final verdict of this Bose and Vikings T7 wireless Bluetooth speaker, let's sum up the pros and cons about it. The pros about it is that it has got a really good performance at medium settings, and alongside it has got a huge battery space of about 15 hours of battery capacity. And talking about the cons, well, it doesn't provide the function of a phone call, that is, phone calling is not being provided by this Bluetooth speaker from Bose and Vikings, and alongside you will need always a wall charger to charge it, irrespective of the fact that you can't use it using, that is, you can charge it using a USB port. So with all these disadvantages on and advantages on, this T7 wireless Bluetooth speaker from Bose and Vikings is available at a price range of Rs 18,000. the next gadget that we are going to take from our kitty is from the Microsoft model, and that is a Windows smartphone, and that is Nokia Lumia 638. Well, this is yet another affordable smartphone with a high battery backup from Microsoft. So let's have a quick tour on what are the hardware and the software features of this Nokia Lumia 638. The next gadget that we are going to introduce to you is the latest in the Lumia series, and that is Nokia Lumia 638. Well, this Nokia Lumia 638 is yet another mediocre smartphone that is available in the market, which has got almost all those medium specifications, and that too at a low-end price range. So this Nokia Lumia 638 is available with this really small screen resolution, and at the same time, let's get to know what are the different specifications it's got to offer. So moving on to the display features of this Nokia Lumia 638, well, this particular Nokia Lumia 638 is available in a 4.5-inch display size, and it's got a screen resolution of about 480 by 800. So from this it's pretty much evident that the screen resolution is pretty much standard, and you might not face issues with the viewing angle and the screen brightness. And about the display being used is an IPS LCD capacitive touchscreen, which has got a Corning Gorilla Glass coating. So what's the purpose of using this Corning Gorilla Glass coating is that it actually acts as a non-magnet towards the dust and the fingerprints, and it gives really nice protection for the phones that you carry around, and irrespective of the fact that you don't have to put a really good hard safeguard for it when there is a provision of this Corning Gorilla Glass coating. So that is another good thing that you can talk about this Nokia Lumia 638. This Nokia Lumia 638 runs on a Windows Phone operating system, and the chipset being used is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 chipset being used. Alongside it has got a 1 GB of internal RAM. So let's get to know what are the internal storage spaces that this Nokia Lumia 638 has got to offer for the users. This Nokia Lumia 638 is available at an 8 GB internal storage space, which could be expanded up to a huge 128 GB with the version of micro SD card slot. And about the camera features, it has got a rear camera of about 5 megapixels, which has got almost all the basic amenities they are looking for, like touch focus, auto face detection, and everything with the geotagging provision available. But one of the drawbacks that you're going to notice about this Nokia Lumia 638 is that the lack of a secondary camera, that is a front facing camera, which is definitely going to be a downside about this smartphone. So moving on to the final verdict of this Nokia Lumia 638, where it has got all those basic specifications that you are looking for an affordable smartphone that falls within 10,000 range. So here's this Windows smartphone from Lumia, that is from Nokia, and that is Nokia Lumia 638. And about the cones, well, one of the best cone that you're going to notice about this Nokia Lumia 638 is the lack of a secondary camera. So all those people who are looking in for a selfie specific smartphone from Nokia, well, Nokia Lumia 638 is definitely going to do the job for you. And apart from that, it's got an internal storage space of about only 8 GB, and that might be faced as a downside, but along with that you can use a micro SD card slot for expanding the storage space. So irrespective of all these features, if you are looking in for a smartphone with all those features, and if you're pretty much satisfied with everything that this Nokia Lumia 638 has got to provide for the users, well, it is available at the price range of Rs 9,400. The next gadget is from Lava, and that is Lava Ivory S. Just like the flagship suggests, it inspires in one. Well, it inspires clarity, technology and performance. Clarity with its huge 7-inch display, which has got a really good screen resolution, and performance and technology with its really good software features. So let's have a quick tour on the interesting specifications of this Lava Ivory S. Well, here we have Lava Ivory Plus to be demonstrated, and that means it is definitely going to invite NY. Yes, with all those interesting specifications that this Lava Ivory Plus notepad has got to offer for the users, it is definitely going to claim a lot of NY from the users out there. With this Lava Ivory Plus, the memories are snapped forever. Yes, it has got a rear camera of about 3.2 megapixels, which actually helps in capturing really good images and videos, and so that helps in giving a really good memorable experience for you by capturing all those beautiful shots and images. So moving into the battery features of this Lava Ivory Plus, it provides a battery capacity of about 3000 mAh. So that is like definitely going to do the job well done, because a battery capacity of 3000 mAh is definitely going to be too much satisfactory for all those users out there who are looking for a really good battery features for a notepad out there. So about the camera features of this Lava Ivory Plus, it has got a rear camera of about 3.2 mAh. So that means the front facing camera is a 0.3 MP of camera, and a rear camera of 3.2 MP is definitely going to get the job done really well. This Lava Ivory Plus runs on an Android 4.4.2 KitKat operating system, and about the internal storage space, it has got an internal storage space of about 4 GB, which could be expanded up to 16 GB with the provision of a micro SD card slot. This Lava Ivory Plus is available in a huge 7-inch display size and in 2 different shades, and that is black and white. And irrespective of all those features, it has got a really good interesting specifications to offer for all the users out there with really appealing features. So moving on to the final verdict of this Lava Ivory Plus notepad, it has got a really good interesting specifications overall. That means it has got a fairly good camera features, even though the front facing camera is a little bit weak. Like, it has got a front facing camera of about 0.3 MP, which is pretty much on the downside, but apart from that, it has got a really good battery capacity, which is about 3000 mAh, and really good display features. So in total, this Lava Ivory Plus is definitely going to grab the heart of all those users out there with really interesting hardware and software specifications. And this Lava Ivory Plus is available in the market at a price range of Rs 6499. So guys, with this we are coming to the end of this episode. Hope that all the informations we shared with you people were pretty much informative to you guys. So until we meet again in the next episode, it is me Devi Narayan signing off. Bye and take care.